Friends, both this week and last, Parliament has been debating the Queen's speech, and there's little by way of good news north or indeed south of the border. Yesterday, the government refused to back any windfall tax on the massive profits of energy companies. In my speech, I focused on poverty and deprivation as drivers of crime and injustice. And I invoked the days of Thatcherism, when Scotland was blighted by Tory policy. But for all the Tory rhetoric, this Chancellor is making things worse, not better. We know he could cut council tax at a cost of around £10 billion, but this would take 1% off the retail price index, saving £5 billion on interest payments. He could also cap fuel costs for another £10 billion, and another 1% would come off the RPI, saving another £5 billion. The remaining £10 billion could have been provided by that windfall tax. This illustrates beyond any doubt that poverty is a political choice. Governments north and south of the border are putting the profits of energy giants before the people they were elected to serve. How can it be in energy-rich Scotland our people are fuel poor? Any hope that the renewable boom would deliver a Norway-style sovereign wealth fund has been dealt a serious blow with the recent ScotWind lease sale. £360 billion projected over 25 years were sold for a pitiful £700 million licence fee. We could have seen £5.5 billion a year to spend or save, but in reality we'll only get 60 to 90 million if we're lucky. This is at a time when a third of Scots are facing fuel poverty, and it's utterly disgraceful. What's worse is that those who have the least pay the most for energy. And as infrastructure is set to bypass Scotland completely, without meaningful turbine work and only a handful of supply chain maintenance jobs, there is no renewable boom in Scotland. The markets get all the energy to sell, Her Majesty's Treasury got all the tax revenue, and in Scotland we get stuck with sky-high bills for our own energy. It may be a bright day today, but for too many these are dark and difficult times. Although we did not get the breakthrough we hoped for, there were some very credible results across the country at levels which could win seats in a Scottish Parliament election. In addition to this, we now know through preferences cast, support for Alba is definitely growing. While this didn't help us a couple of weeks ago, it stands us in very good stead for future campaigns. See ya. Slàinte.